Hey guys, welcome to the Susanity Life show on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. I am super excited to be here. I have had an amazing weekend and an amazing week so far. I'm so grateful to be able to connect with you guys and do some cards today and be a part of this journey with you. I just want you to know that you're not alone. There is always someone there watching over you. Um, Believe it or not, it's an amazing feeling to understand that. And that's kind of why I'm here. So today we're going to pull some cards. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about life, right? Because my new program at Susanity in Sturbridge is going to be called What's the Plan? It's going to be on Sundays, 2 Sundays a month or one, I'm not really sure. And it is going to be from 2 to 4. And we're going to get together and just have conversations about life, right? Like, what's your plan? Like, what's your plan when your child gets older, and they're moving out of the house? What's your plan when your parents gets older, right? What's your plan if for some reason you lose your job? What's your plan to be human? Life is hard sometimes. We have struggles beyond belief. And what I'm learning is that if you live in those struggles, then those struggles own you. Think about that. If you live in your struggles, then those struggles own you. Why would you as a human being ever want to give away your power to anyone ever? Think about that for a minute too, right? So a couple things that we do, when we get started is we do a little bit of a Jesus calling book. And today is November 4th. So we're going to read November 4th real quick and see what that is. And then we're going to get a little bit deeper into a couple other things. So November 4th says, walk peacefully with me. Through this day, you are wondering how you will cope with all that is expected of you. You must traverse this day like any other, one step at a time. Instead of mentally rehearsing how you will do that, keep your mind on my presence and on taking the next step. The more demanding your day, the more help you can expect from me. This is a training opportunity since I designed you for deep dependence on your shepherd king. Challenging times wake you up and amplify your awareness of needing my help. When you don't know what to do, wait while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I'm doing and be ready to follow my lead. I will give strength to you and I will bless you with peace. That book is Jesus Calling, and I've been reading that for quite a while. And my mom actually told me about that book a long time ago. And I she had one, but I never really read it, and then after my motorcycle accident in 2015, I read it every single day because I needed something just to know that I wasn't alone. Because I think very often in life, we feel like we're alone. But the truth is, if you're with yourself, how are you ever alone? I know that none of this stuff makes a lot of sense, but for those of you that don't understand, so Susanity is a clinic. My company is Susanity, and it's a clinic in Sturbridge. And I opened in 2020 during a major pandemic because I knew that there was something that I had to do. I knew that I had a job or a mission, And at Susanity, it's a procedure that I own. I invented. My literature, my website explains it. Do I use Reiki, massage, polarity, intuitive coaching, tuning forks? Yes. But am I normal like anyone else? No. And the reason why is because I've really worked hard to attain what I have. And when somebody comes to Susanity and Sturbridge, the feeling that they have is completely different than what they feel someplace else. And not because I feel like I'm any better than anyone, just because I'm able to tap into that beautiful energy that you have from our creator, from a source, from God. To people a lot about God and how God is perceived. And I don't know how you feel about religion. I don't know how you feel about that kind of stuff, but I do know this. I do know that in my heart of hearts that I 100% was saved. I know I was saved. I saw my father. I mean, there was so many things that had happened. And maybe you know people that have had an out of body experience too. I'm not really sure, but I do know that, and I do believe in my heart that if I'm going to believe in something, why shouldn't I believe in something that's supposed to be amazing and powerful and willing to forgive me when I make a mistake, when I can't even forgive myself? You go to church on a Sunday or a Saturday, you sit there and you listen to this awesome message, right? You hear songs, your heart is exploding. You feel like you're in a sales pitch because they're saying that, which is not true. It's just a way that some people might think of it. It's not really like that, but you go there and you hear the message and you listen to the songs and you allow yourself to embrace whatever's being said, but then turn it into something that you really want it to be. Right? So I didn't understand any of that stuff. I was born and raised Catholic, and I ended up learning more about Jesus many ways. But reading The Shack back in 2010 was one of the ways that I finally figured it out. I always knew something was off. I always knew something, like, you have deja vus, at night, or, when you're a kid, you feel like you're hearing voices and stuff. And then people tell you you're crazy and don't think that way. And all these things that we go through in life that shut us down from the true authentic self that we are. Right. And so doing cards and having my clinic, Susanity, and having a conversation with someone and being present with them gives me a chance to see life in a whole different light. And don't we all want that? Don't we all want to feel that hug? Don't we all want to feel that presence? Don't you all want to know that you're safe inside of your soul? Yeah, that's life. Is it easy? Heck no, it's definitely not easy. I mean, my life, I have boy stress, mom stress, work stress, genuine life stress, it's a lot of different things. And I think right now, maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people right now are missing that human touch, that connection, that feeling. And that's what Sundays with Susan's going to be about from 2 to 4 at the clinic. I'm going to take up to 6 people. It's going to be a conversational group, connection, empowering, talking about letting go. So if that's something you're interested in, you can DM me on my Facebook page, Susanity Ouellette. I would love to get you included in that group. I definitely have some openings still. You can go on my website, susanitylife.com. You can read all about who I am. I'm an open book. It's act in the moment for the moment. I only know this because I've been doing this for over 30 years as an occupational therapy assistant. Then I went back to school, got my Reiki. Then I went to school and got my massage. So everything that I do because I learned through trials and tribulations. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I never woke up and said, I'm going to be an author. I'm going to have a radio show. I'm going to own a business. I'm going to be a mom. Well, that's a lie because I did always want to be a mom, but I didn't know, I mean, there's a lot of things that I knew that I wanted to do, but I had no idea how I was going to do it. So you want to reconnect to your inner guidance. You want to reconnect to that soul of yours, right? So today, that's what we're going to start doing a little bit. We're going to do a couple cards. We're going to pull some messages. We're going to see what's going on. And if you're resonating with this and you feel as though there's something that you need today, call in. The number's 508-304-1152. Call in. Rosca's right here waiting for the phone calls. I'm right here waiting for the phone calls. Let's just see, what's going on. All right, let's pull some cards real quick. And then if you feel drawn to this again, give us a call. We would love to hear from you. I know people struggle with, readings and stuff, and they feel like it's, I don't know, a bad juju, or, that something's going to happen, or, that something's going to be said or whatever. And the truth is this, like, I've learned this the very hard way over the past 5 years. You cannot trespass on anybody else's soul. Everyone has an individual soul. You can't trespass on it. I can't trespass on it. People at my clinic, I'm able to heal them because they're ready to be healed. If they're not ready to be healed, they're not. I mean, I teach at the school because I want to get to know these students, because I want them to realize the real reason why they're at school. When I started doing network marketing a long time ago, we had to write down our why. You write down your why. You write down why you choose a career, or why you choose to get married, or, why you choose, the life that you choose, why you choose to take a drink, why you choose to smoke weed, why you choose whatever it is, what you choose. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but have you ever asked yourself the why? Why did I go in this career? Why did I have kids? Why do I want to write a book and I'm not doing it? Like, why do I want to, whatever, just, what is your why? You have to have a why. We all have to have a why. It's really, really important. All right. So we're going to start with a little bit of tarot, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, so we got 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Chariot, 3 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and 2 of Wands. We got a lot of 2s. So that means the angels are here, because we have 2, 2, 2. We have a 7. We have a Chariot, which is a connection. And we have the 3 of Wands. So 2 of Cups right away is a connection. That's what this is about. It's about a connection. Now, I feel like this person that's in this connection, for whatever reason, is a little confused with the connection, because the 7 of Swords came up. But then I've got this Chariot, which is 2 horses, a white and a black horse, and running toward this is a gentleman that's, with what's it called? Are they called reins, the horse's reins or whatever, running towards something. And so the cards came up with the 2 of Cups, which is love, the 7 of Wands, which is kind of like wondering, thinking, perceiving things. But then the Chariot is going, oh, no, I'm ready. And then you got someone else on the side that's kind of like, this is the 3 of Wands card, and a Viking that's 2 of Swords, and then 2 of Wands. And again, it all has to do with your journey. These cards all have to do with someone that is searching for their journey. So 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Chariot, 3 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and 2 of Wands. So we're going to go on a quick break, and I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards to identify with what these cards are, so I have a little bit more of an idea of where this is going. And then, yeah. So this is Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. Again, my name is Susanity Ouellette. I am the owner of Susanity in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. My website is susanitylife.com if you're looking for me. And we'll be right back.
Unity Radio.
It's the hangout talk, just kicking around. We discovered a love that had never been found.
Worcester, we got you.
Are you ready?
Hi, I'm Gary,
And I'm Steve.
and we're the hosts of Cannabis 101 on Unity Radio 97.9 FM.
Join us and our guests on Thursdays at 3 p.m. as we discuss the cannabis industry in Central Mass with energy, excitement, and passion.
We both take pride in providing you important information about the rapid growing cannabis industry. Support for Cannabis 101 is provided by Cannabis of Worcester on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
Unity Radio is streaming at WTY979fm.org. We'd like to thank our listeners and supporters.
The National Empowerment Center. Their mission is to carry a message of recovery, empowerment,
hope and healing to people with lived experience with mental health issues, trauma, and extreme states. Power2u.org. That's power, the number 2, lowercase u.org. Worcester Physical Therapy Services. WORCPT.com. And the Petrocelli Marketing Group. PetrocelliMKT.com.
Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
At KivaCenters.org, we believe every story matters and healing starts with being heard. The Kiva Centers are here to explore the paths of mental health, recovery, and wholeness with you. Visit KivaCenters.org, a statewide leader in peer-led support and recovery services, from Worcester to Western Mass. More information is available at KIVACenters.org. Kiva is lighting the way forward.
Support for Unity Radio 97.9 FM is provided by United Way of Central Mass, aiming to improve the community and break the cycle of poverty, and the Woosocks Foundation, seeking to make dreams come true for families in areas of education, social justice, recreation, and conquering cancer. Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
What's up, Worcester? It's your boy AG, better known as Angelo Gray, and you're listening to Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection.
Hey guys, welcome back to Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. Again, my name is Susanity Life. I am the host here at the Susanity Life show. I'm super excited to be here. I'm also the owner of Susanity in Sturbridge. And today we're talking about life, the journey, what's the plan, and how you can come and get Susanitized at Susanity in Sturbridge, right? Because it's an amazing place. But I pulled some cards, and I pulled the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Chariot, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. And I'm going to get some clarification on these cards because I'm not really sure. If this is resonating with you and you got feeling drawn to this channel, please call. The number is 508 304-1152, 508-304-1152. If you're in the car and you're driving and you're hearing this, there is 100% a reason. I am a psychic medium, but I'm more intuitive and spiritual than anything. So everything I do is purely based on the fact that I can speak and hear spirit, right? Source. I get these beautiful messages. I've been getting them since I was a kid. Maybe you have too. I mean, they've definitely gotten stronger since my accident. And I'm realizing that more and more and more. I think that somebody else is too, because the card Discovery just fell out. And True Love just fell out too. So let's see what else we got. So 2 of Cups, Discovery. True Love is with the Chariot. And I got lost. So somebody just recently lost somebody. That's another thing I can do. If there's someone that you want to talk to that has passed away, and you feel drawn to this station, you should call in because I might be able to get a message from you too. I don't know. All right. So now we have Discovery under the 2 of Cups. We have True Love. We have Loss. We have Optimism. What does this all mean? This means that somewhere, somehow, somebody is in the middle of a huge life change. And they're not sure where to go with it. So either they lost a job or something happened that has made them disconnect from the planet, I guess you could say, right? Because we all here trying to figure out life every day, and then we get like this nudge, this thing, and we go, oh shoot. And then if we don't pay attention to the nudge gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Have you ever noticed that, like, when you're going through something in your life and you're told in your brain something, or you see something and then you forget about it, it almost appears over and over again until you finally see it once again. I think that we forget that as humans sometimes, that we are all a vessel here, and we're all here on a mission for whatever reason, and we all contract. We all have some kind of a contract that we're supposed to fulfill. And if we don't fulfill the contract, then what happens is we repeat it over and over again. People come to the clinic, right? And they've been dating. They don't know what to do. Women or men, I see both. So, and we talk about relationships sometimes, and they can't understand why they keep going through the same thing. It's like a revolving door going around and around and around, because they always go through the same thing in their relationship. Right? So if that's true and you're going through the same thing in your relationship, it has nothing to do with that person. It has to do with the fact that you haven't done the work to heal yourself. Period. That's the only explanation. If you're still holding on to things inside of your childhood wounds, or inside of a relationship, or inside of something, the reason why you haven't excelled at things in your life, or excelled in a relationship, or excelled in any way in your life, is because you're still holding on to stuff that really doesn't need to be held on to anymore. My video today that I put earlier on Facebook had to do with this. It had to do with the fact that, and yesterday too, it had to do with the fact that if you have something that happened to you in the past, right? It's in the past. And what does the past mean? It means it already happened. And you can't change it. Then why would you give the past any power at all? Why wouldn't you just say, okay, that was not a great idea. I think I made a big mistake. I think I'm going to learn from it and not do it again, and just learn from it, instead of like repeating that trajectory over and over and over and over again, and then blaming other people for it. It's easy to blame someone else for your life, right? Instead of taking accountability for your life. Believe me, I'm the first one to talk about it. And that's why I think these cards are coming up, because a lot of these cards is someone is ready to take action, but they're still fighting within themselves. They have they have this light, and they have this beautiful sense of self, but they're not willing to see it. They're on a discovery right now, but they're not willing to see it. Instead, they're like, la, 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 sis, boom, ba. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just going to hide. And then that's why the Three of Wands came up. The guy is in this picture. He's, kind of like looking at the water. There's a waterfall, but he's in a closed room with a little window, with a candle, with a camera on his table. Instead of going out and taking pictures of this beautiful, beautiful scene, he's just staring at the camera, right? And then the lost card came up because I feel like either someone recently lost someone, which, I mean, that's kind of a crazy thing, or they want to talk about it, or they want to know about something, or someone is in the middle of losing something. And the card's next to true love. So I don't know if somebody just got out of a relationship. I mean, it kind of depends. This is not gender specific or really specific at all. It's just it's just a general reading for anyone. So it has nothing to do with any horoscope or anything. It's just connecting to you to see like where we're going. So let's just see where we go next. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day though, anyways. There it goes again. Fix it. My microphone keeps dropping. But it's fine. It's all good. So let's see what else is going on. So my mom is now in a rest home. She's doing okay, but she's like a Spitfire, right? So she can't just be in a rest home and rest. She's got to be in a rest home and be constantly moving. And that was part of my other plan. I mean, I was going through so many things with one of my children moving out, getting married, my other one going into the military. My mom who had an apartment, I need to get her out of there. Now she's in a rest home. I'm trying to deal with her, trying to figure out what to do next. I mean, we have all these things that come up at the same time in our life. And we take those on like it's our life force, when in actuality, it's not. One, it's definitely not our life force. And two, if you are doing that, what are you doing after that to take care of yourself? I learned that the hard way when I opened my clinic in Sturbridge, Susanity, because I would be healing people, doing everything I need to do to heal people. And then I would see them and they would come and it would be awesome. And I would be exhausted. I would be so tired. I'd be in bed by 7:00. I think a lot of people that do energy work feel that because there's so much on our brain at the same time. Oh, the true love card came up again. All right. So the cards that pulled up now is consciousness of lack, family, friends, and guides, ascended masters, true love, and deception. And then the bottom of the deck, it says peace. Brr. All right. So somebody that's listening or watching, if you do see this now or you see this later, I'm going to explain to you what's going on. So somebody is in the process of awakening to their true authentic self, but for some reason, every time you go and take a step forward, somebody is making you believe that you shouldn't, right? So family, friends, people, guides, oh, don't do that. Don't move that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, this. Oh, that's not normal. Oh, but I mean, there's all these things, like you've got all these like swords coming at you at the same time, which makes sense why the other card that popped up was the Two of Swords, because you feel like there's something coming at you all the time. But Spirit and the angels want you to know that that's 100% not true. That they're with you, and that even though you feel those swords coming at you all the time, it doesn't mean that there's swords really coming at you, and that if you call in to your ascended masters, that they will be there for you. And I think that because of this, either you are having struggle finding true love, or you've been hurt in the past and you don't want to find true love. Because the deception card came up right after the true love card. But then, so it goes consciousness of lack, family, friends, ascended masters, true love, and deception. And it all is like a trajectory. So consciousness, and then spirits here, and then energy, because you're finding your energy. And you're this card, it's like beautiful. This card is beautiful. This card is true love, right? It's this girl with a red dress, and she's got like all this glitter, and she's looking in the mirror. She's trying to find herself in this mirror. It's amazing. And then the deception card popped up right next to it. So that means that either you were hurt in a relationship, or you don't want to get into a relationship because you're of fear. Now, let's face it, you're not going to get into a relationship and not have some issues. You can't. I mean, nobody is perfect. Everyone is going to have their idiosyncrasies at times, right? It's getting through those idiosyncrasies in a relationship that helps you rise above those things. And if you're with someone that truly wants to be with you, no matter what you've done, or they're going to try to find a way through it to either help you or you to help them. Every reason that we meet someone is because there's something that we're supposed to learn or teach them, or something on that idea. So whoever this is for, and whoever's going to hear this right now, because I feel like this is a very strong thing, allow yourself to be present in the moment and don't think about the things that happened in the past, because if you continue to do that, then the past still owns you. So we're going to take a quick break. My name is Susanity Life. I am the host here at the Susanity Life show on Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection. I'm also the owner of Susanity in Sturbridge. And we'll be right back.
Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. What's up, Worcester? I'm Angela Gray, and you're listening to Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time.
Tune in to Affirmations with Alex, and together we will affirm our way to a healthier mindset by listening to empowering messages. Hi, I'm Alex from Affirmations with Alex. Join me every Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
Hey, what's up, Worcester? It is Jacqueline Carr, and I'm inviting you to be inspired with me each weekday morning starting at 5 a.m. with the Jacqueline Carr Show on Unity Radio. I'll get you going with the motivating words, special guests, and the absolute best inspirational music, and a few other surprises. But you got to tune in to Unity Radio every day at 5 a.m. to get your praise on. It's the Jacqueline Carr Show from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. right here on Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection, and also streaming on WUTY.org.
Unity Radio is streaming at WUTY979FM.org. We'd like to thank our listeners and supporters.
Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. Recruit, retain, incubate. WorcesterChamber.org. And the Worcester Bravehearts baseball team. WorcesterBravehearts.com.
Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection. Hi, I'm Ernie Floyd, host of the Unity in the Community Show on Unity Radio 97.9. Join me and my guests as we discuss topics on embracing our diverse cultural communities, the music, the arts, and healthy lifestyles. I'm Ernie Floyd, host of the Unity in the Community Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection.
You're listening to Unity 97.9 FM, WUTY, Worcester.
Hey guys, welcome back to Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. Again, my name is Susanity Ouellette. I am the host here at the Susanity Life Show. Super excited. And today we are going to get Susanitized a little bit. And by that, I mean you're going to experience some things that people experience that they come to Susanity sometimes, if they come for a general reading, or they come for Reiki, or they come for massage. Sometimes it's integrated, so they can choose between cards or massage or Reiki or polarity. Like it's like a one-stop shop, right? So a couple things I want to go over real quick before I go over these cards again is I want you to do me a favor. And if you're not journaling, I think it's really important that you journal. Journaling helped me get through so many things in my life that I didn't realize I was even holding on to by writing. And that's why I wrote the 5 books, because I put I put my journals all together, and it was like this massive book. And then I made in these small ones so that people could facilitate through each book and figure out why they're stuck. Because we're all stuck. We all choose things in our life because we're stuck. Our inner child is crying out loud, thinking, what are we doing? Telling us what to do, but we're not paying attention to it. That has to do with your root chakra, right? So if you get a notebook, I want you to write down a couple things. I want you to write down 3 things. I want you to write 3 things in your life that if you could change, you would. And why? Okay? And then I want you to take these words out of your vocabulary. I want, I need, I wish, and I hope. And the reason why I want you to take those out is because all that means is that you don't have. If you want, you don't have. If you need, you don't have. If you wish, you don't have. If you hope, you don't have. No more. Instead, write down, I am, I have, I do, I create. I am power. I am strong. I am whole. I am love. All those things. All right. So back to this whole thing. So the lost card came up. I have sort of a feeling I know why. But I'm going to see if this is what I think. It's sad when you lose somebody, when their soul goes to heaven. We miss them. We wish we could see them again. But sometimes we have to realize that even though they're physically not here, spiritually, they are here. And if we want to tap into that moment with them, we can. We just have to choose to do it and not be afraid of what the outcome is going to be. Same thing with relationships, right? So you meet someone, you get in a relationship, and automatically you put into the relationship already the outcome that's going to happen. No. You have to live every single day like it's the first day you've ever woken up, because that's what's important. Okay. All right. So the 3 cards that just popped up is loss, commitment, and behind a mask. So somebody that's either in a relationship or is looking for a relationship, or something about a relationship, they either just broke up with someone, or they met somebody and they're afraid they're going to be disconnecting. And I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, definitely, that you have to have the courage to let that go, because whoever this is wearing a mask. They're afraid of commitment. And I feel like it has to do with something that they lost. Previous relationship, maybe. But I'm holding up a card behind the mask because somebody is definitely wearing a mask. And the card on the bottom is courage. It's the Tin Man. Tin Man that wanted a heart in The Wizard of Oz, right? Is that what he wanted, a heart? No, who was the heart? What did the Tin Man want? The heart. Yeah, I was right. Okay. I was right. See? Sometimes I'm right. Not always right, but sometimes I am. So, have courage to allow yourself to understand that just because something happened does not mean that it happened to you, right? It may have happened because this other person was being pulled away from you because they were not for you. I think that sometimes spirit, source, God, has a way of releasing us from things that no longer serve us. But I'm going to pull some relationship cards and see what pops up, because this is kind of getting me a little bit interested. Oh boy. I mean, let's face it, guys, relationships are not easy, whether it's a marriage or, a partnership, children, siblings, friends. I mean, any relationship is a lot of work. And very often, I think a lot of us take on too much work. It's like we're taking on everything for everyone in our life, not realizing that, if they're not going to give back, then, 50-50 is something that, really should be, present. I mean, sometimes people might need us a little bit more than others, but at the same time, I mean, understand that, you're not here to sacrifice a part of your soul for somebody else, no matter what. Not for a relationship, not for a parent. No. I mean, yes, I do a parent, I'm a mother. Yes. Would I 100% give up my entire life for my children? 100% I would. Would I do it for a couple of my friends? Probably. But I mean, I get to choose. You choose who you love. You choose who wants to be a part of your life. You choose. They don't choose you. You choose them. Well, they choose you too, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. So the cards that just fell out for this now, a feminine vibration so far. Oop, and that one just fell. Give me 1 second. Ooh, and split energy. That goes back to the cards again. See what happens? So the cards were behind a mask, commitment, loss, and courage. And then underneath them are feminine, your divine feminine, you seeking her twin or soulmate. Vibration, which is energy and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. And then split energy is options, unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want. So here's the reality about relationships. I'm going to go back again to what I said earlier. If you continually get the same exact thing that you had always before, it's because you haven't let go of the thing that you had before. Now, that means that if you've always dated the exact same type of person, look out. Yeah, my throat chakra's going crazy right now. Look outside the box a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but look outside the box. And once you let go of that person that has hurt you, because if you don't let go of that person that has hurt you in the past, then they still have hold of your soul. They do. They still have hold of your soul. No one should have that. If your relationship with someone didn't work out, it didn't work out for whatever reason, and you hold on to that pain and that regret and that, that anger and that stuff, it holds you back from really receiving what the spirit is trying to give you. And I don't know about you, but I have had about enough of that. I'm done with that. I was done a while ago, to the point where I recently had to disconnect from someone, and it was not easy to do it, but not because I didn't want to, but because that person had some of my energy that I could not get back on my own. I had to find a way to heal myself from whatever it was that I was going through, that I still had, some of my inner child was still fighting me for, to be able to realize what I truly wanted, what I truly desired, and what I truly could bring to myself. And now that I have, it's like doors opened. I can't even explain to you how it works, but it really does work like that. I mean, my boyfriend, the man that I'm with now, he is an amazing person, but we've known each other since we were 5 years old. And I had no idea that we even had this connection. But the more that we're the closer we get, and the more that we establish our connection, the more we realize over and over again that we were on this circle of life, where I was here and he was here, and then he was with someone and I was with someone, and then I was here, then he was here. It was like this constant trajectory of holy crap, right? So that might be where you are right now. That might be something that you're struggling with. That might be. So if you let go of whatever it is that had harmed you or hurt you or made you feel, that unworthy or whatever, or made you feel like less than, you know what? Goodbye to that energy. Don't let that hold you back from something that you're supposed to truly have. We, as human beings, hold ourselves back from the things that are supposed to be given to us over and over and over again. And the reason is because we haven't healed ourselves. We haven't. And these cards prove it. Split energy, vibration, feminine, courage, behind a mask. So I have one more segment. So if anybody is on here and they want to call in and have a reading really quickly, the number is 508-304-1152. This is Susan Ouellette. I am the host here at Susanity Life Show on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. And we'll be right back.
Unity Radio. Gotcha.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Graham Anderson, also known as Positively Suzanne, host of Black in Business, Thursdays at 5 p.m. on Unity Radio 97.9. Black in Business is a series of conversations with influential members of the Black business community. These entrepreneurs knows what it means to risk everything to create successful businesses and spark positive changes in the community. So join us. Again, I'm Suzanne Graham Anderson, also known as Positively Suzanne, right here on Black in Business, Thursdays at 5 p.m. on Unity Radio 97.9, Worcester's Community Connection.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Myers, your host on Talking Wellness, presented by the Kiva Centers on Unity Radio 97.9 FM. As a licensed mental health professional and leader in the field, I believe every story matters and healing starts with being heard. Whether you're navigating life's challenges or lifting others through theirs, I'm here to explore the paths of mental health, recovery, and wholeness. Tune into Talking Wellness on Unity Radio 97.9 FM every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for honest conversation and inspiration. This program is sponsored by the Kiva Centers, a statewide leader in peer-led support and recovery services. From Worcester to Western Mass, Kiva is lighting the way forward. Talking Wellness, every voice, every journey. Speak up, be heard, and of course, be well.
Activa la radio y Unity Radio 97.9 FM te invitan a escuchar el bloque latino todos los sábados de 7 de la mañana hasta la 1 de la tarde por los 97.9 FM en la ciudad de Worcester.
You're listening to Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
Hey guys, welcome back to Unity Radio 97.9 FM. My name is Susanity Ouellette. I am the host here at the Susanity Life show and the owner of Susanity in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. My website is susanitylife.com. You can go on there and you can read all about me and who I am and what I've done and how I got to where I am and how I overcame different obstacles in my life and why I continue to do what I do no matter what, because I feel like we all need a nudge once in a while. And on this radio show that I've been on now for 5 years, I get to give a little bit of nudge to someone that might be searching for one. If you're looking for a reading, however, I do them at my clinic privately. You can look that up also on my website. I do half hour and I also do an hour. I also do home parties. So if you want to have a home party, invite some of your friends over. We can do that too. And I can come there and make it very private too. You can always call in here at 508-304-1152 as well. But for those of you that are watching, I appreciate you so much. And if you're getting anything from this, thank you for being here. It means a lot to me and us at Unity Radio. We're grateful for all of you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And thank you for being a part of this path. All right. So I pulled some funny cards. So, because I wasn't sure where I wanted to go next. But if the number 47, the number 34, the number 38, or the number 30 resonate with you at all, there's a reason. We also have 333s. We have Aries. We have Pisces. We have Leos here. We have... No. Yeah. A few more. And the cards that fell out, one is Nasty Knot, Pick Up After Yourself, Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows Everywhere, and then the F word. Those are what numbers those are. So if those resonate with anybody, these are new cards for me. They're really cool. Okay. Now let's see where those are going, because those are just ones I want to the F word. Now that could be anything, right? Like fulfillment, fresh, Fierce. What do you think about when you think the F word? I already know, but what about if we use those words instead? Fierce, feisty, fresh, fulfilled. Are you fulfilled? All right, let's see. Nasty knot. That was number 47. So if number 47 resonates with you and you're being drawn to this, I also do phone call readings too. If you can't get to Sturbridge, I do Zoom calls. I put you on FaceTime or on a Zoom thing, and then we can do it that way too. If you can't drive, we can always do that, or it's too far for you. I'm happy to do that too. And like I said, I also do home parties. If you want to be on the show here, though, and you have a business idea or you own a business or you have overcome an obstacle in your life that you want to tell people about and you want to shout it from the rooftops, please reach out to us. I'm always looking for guests. I would love to have you as part of the show. It's an hour conversation between two friends. That's all it is. And if you ask anyone that's been on, mind you, I've been doing this for a long time. If you ask anyone that's been on, they get very nervous when they come and then they get here and they're like, wow, that was so easy. All right. All right. So the next cards I pulled out are freedom, focus, security, and healing chaos. Oh boy. And we got opportunity, inner peace, and fulfillment. Isn't that interesting how that happens? And protection. All right. So I know that somebody that's listening or somebody that's on Facebook Live or on air right now is listening to this, and I want you to hear this very clearly. You are protected all the time. When you feel like you're alone, you're not. When you feel like you want to give up, don't. Go into your higher power inside of yourself and find out the answers to the questions that you've been wanting to hear about for as long as you have. If you do, the cards that just came out are opportunity, inner peace, fulfillment, and protection. Opportunity is under freedom. Inner peace is under focus. Security is under fulfillment. And healing chaos is under protection. Your inner peace is waiting for you to decide to ask for it. I learned during my transitional phase when I first started realizing how intuitive that I was way back when, in the 90s, actually, that it was a part of me. And even though I knew that, I still didn't tap into it. It took a motorcycle accident that almost killed me, or did, in essence, kind of put me in a coma for a few days, to awaken in heaven with my dad somewhere, or in a dream, or in another place, for me to realize that, man, I do deserve to live. Because I did things I shouldn't have done. You know, I drank. I did drugs. I made mistakes. I'm definitely not perfect. But if I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't be where I am. So if you're in a transitional phase and you're in an awakening moment and you're in the process of finding your joy, finding your peace, finding your fulfillment, and you're listening to this and you're resonating with this, there is 100 million% a reason. And if you've never had Reiki and you've never had polarity and you've never even had a massage, You should think about it. Do you know that if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you spend $10, say you get a coffee, which is now like $4, $5, and a bagel, you've already spent $10. And if you do that 7 days a week, that's $70 in 1 week. Do you know it costs $80 to come and have a Reiki session in 1 hour? So if you could only afford half an hour to be $40, can you save $40? My Sundays with Susan is going to be $20 to get in. 6 people for 2 hours. Just to come and talk, do cards, have fun, enjoy each other, learn how to handle things in life that cause us to stay stuck. Can you afford $20? If you can, join me. Let's get together. Let's figure this out. You and me. That's why I'm here. That's why I opened the clinic during the pandemic. That's why I wrote the books. That's why I teach at the school I graduated from. And that's what you should do. You should realize that something inside of you is crying out. And all you need to do is figure out just once what that is. And do that. And affirm to yourself everything that you desire and everything that you want, you manifest it. Give yourself that chance to understand that everything you want has been in front of you all along. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz. And Dorothy had her red shoes on. And the Good Witch, I just want to go home. What did she say? I just want to go home. I don't even know what she said. I don't remember. But, and she said, all you have to do is tap your shoes 3 times. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then she was home. But the reality was she never left. That was all in a fantasy. That was all a dream for her of what she desired and what she wanted. But she realized after she woke up that it was all she ever wanted anyways. So believe that, achieve that, and grow in the fact that you are enough. You've always been enough. There's nobody out there like you. Nobody. And be yourself. So, that's it. That's the show. Yay! So exciting. Again, my name is Susanity Life. I am the host here at the Susanity Life show at Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. I'm also the owner of Susanity in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. My website is susanitylife.com. I'm on Facebook, Susan T. Ouellette, Instagram, Susan T. Ouellette. I do have a YouTube channel. I haven't really been using it, but I will be. And I'm also on TikTok, which is a fun place to be once in a while to look at some stuff, right? If you're drawn to this or you're drawn to the radio to come on the show, please reach out to us. If you're drawn to this too, you can always reach out to me on my social media. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you. We love you. We're so grateful for all of you. The Unity community loves you. And hope you guys have an awesome week. Stay strong and make sure that you understand that you are enough. Peace out, my friends. Have a great day.